What is going on, everyone? We're back and we're going to be going through the tech tree. This is going to be showing us exactly what they've done to this game that we so know and love. Less so now, don't know it at all. So we're going to go through and check out the entire tech tree, see exactly what's changed, and make some assessments on what everything actually is. So I think the first thing we're going to do is go through Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, and then we're going to check out the actual tech tree after that of the Greeks, and then do the same for the Egyptians, do the same for the Norse, and go from there. Alrighty, so Zeus here starts with 10 favor. That's the same. Gains favor 20% faster. That's basically the same. Myth units cost 1 less population. That's different. So Zeus going for like mass myth units is going to be really strong, especially in the late game. This might seem like an early game boost, but it's not. This is a late game boost for Zeus. This is going to be things like Colossus. This is going to be things like Hydra, Manticore, Minotaur in the late game, really having a lot of value there because he's just got more stuff than you'll have. Hoplites move 15% faster. I believe that's the same. And now infantry do 50% damage to buildings. That's less. So that gets cut in half. Huge nerf to like hoplite taking takedowns and things like that. Okay, so you still get bolt. It's still striking down a single military unit with one target, so it's not any different there. Olympian parentage here, slightly different. Looks like it's a little bit cheaper. Hit points going up by 25% is the same, but you get a train time reduction on your heroes. Now, if the heroes change wasn't, if the heroes didn't get changed like they did, we can go over that soon. But this deck would have been broken, or not broken, but really, really strong. But because it's not, it becomes more of a mid-game to late-game tech, in my opinion. Or at least just as the fight is about to happen sort of tech. You don't want to get it too early. You want to get it, keep your heroes alive, keep them in the fight, and then be able to train them back again. So definitely get it before your heroes die, and you're going to have some good time with that. Okay, we'll do the minor gods after the major god bonuses. Okay, so Hades here, 20% chance for fallen human units to return as shades. Same, myth units, 20% extra hit points. So now Hades myth units, they're really, really good. I expect to see some like heroic age shenanigans with this being really strong because this is straight upfront bonus. So making Nemean Lions, making Manticore, even making Cyclops or Minotaur is going to be a really, really good idea here. The buildings looks like Hades no longer gets a bonus to HP on his buildings, but instead he gets more range on his buildings, as well as he gets more range on his soldiers. So the Hades town center, that's no longer stronger. Keep that in the back of your mind. You can take that one out, no problems. Ballistics and Burning Pitch are now researched instantly for free in their respective ages. That's huge. We're going to have to talk about what ballistics is. I've been trying to wrap my head around it. Basically, Age of Empires 2's arrow mechanic has made its way into mythology. We'll talk about that when we get to the ballistics tech, I think. Burning Pitch as well is coming into the Mythic Age. Okay, so Poseidon here. Oh, wait, we've still got this over here. Sentinels, I believe you get 5 Sentinels now. Still really, really strong to defend yourself. Vaults of Erebus. This tech is really, really good, but wait, let me just check. Where does it come in? Okay, it comes in your town center. So this tech, 2.5 gold is equal to a little bit over 2.5 villages on gold. A little bit over, or maybe roughly similar. I think it's like 8.8 something for gold. I can't remember exactly what it is. 0.81 or something like that. So it's about 3 villages actually on the gold. It costs 150 food. It costs 20 favor, 40 seconds to train. So you're cutting out 2 and a bit villages to get this tech. So you're not actually in front by getting this tech in terms of economy, but it's an unrateable 3 villages on gold, and that's going to help you stay in the game if you might be getting gold staff, things like that. So keep that in the back of your mind. This might be really, really good. All right, Poseidon. Poseidon is going to have militia spawn from raised buildings. It's going to have caravans, cavalry, and myth units, plus 0.4 speed. Free Hippocampus respawns at the first dock. Whoa. Caravans Cavalry and myth units, more speed. Okay, so no more stables, no more cheaper cavalry, and now you get an faster caravan. So you got those Gaia caravans straight from the get-go. Cavalry and myth units getting speed as well. Now, I could see Poseidon having some very good success going Centaur, even though he doesn't start with favor like Zeus does. I can see that working just with those speed boosts. Okay, market's going to be 50% cheaper. That's actually a big deal. And the exchange rate's improved by 15%. Reason why market's being 50% cheaper is a big deal is that shaves off your heroic age timings by a little bit in terms of wood. So you can kind of throw that market down to get to the heroic age instead of an armory. And you can also use that market to buy some stuff to help you out with it and whatever timing you're trying to hit. So it could be really, really cool. All right, let's go over the minor gods now. So Athena, she's got restoration. That's the same. Minotaur here is costing gold. That's a big change. It's also a little bit cheaper as well. You've got the Labyrinth of Minos here. That's going to be getting speed and hit points. Speed is different for this one, I think. I believe it was just hit points and cost reduction. So no need to rush Labyrinth of Minos out anymore. Probably better to get a handful more Minotaurs first and then get this one once you've got a handful of them to like roam around the map. Plus 20 speed on this unit is going to be really strong. Aegis Shield here, minus 15% vulnerability to pierce attacks. I should probably be checking chat just in case you guys are asking some things. Aegis Shield here, reduction in vulnerability to pierce attacks, 15%. We've also got the Sarissa here. This one's really, really cool. This gives your hoplites extra range on it, 1.50. I think this is probably going to be a must-grab upgrade for Athena players. Just that range increase is a big deal because it means you're getting damage dealt before you would normally. So it's effectively an extra 1 attack in a fight, which if you've got 10 hoplites, that's something like an extra 80 damage in that fight you've done, which is a unit kill, which could be the difference between hard winning the fight and only barely winning the fight. And also, if your opponent retreats away, you get an extra jabble onto them as they run out. Could be really huge. Okay, Hermes here, Ceasefire. This one's been nerfed a little bit. I think it only has a shorter cooldown, but it still does the same thing. Centaurs here, 180 wood, 12 favor. This unit has a different special ability, but still very, very good. I'm pretty sure the special ability is like a cone or something, kind of like volley from the Tail of the Dragons, if you remember that with the whatever that god they gave you that from. But I think that what you want to do with the Centaur is you want to run in, you want to volley the gold mine, which is going to stop them from gathering it, or volley the wood line, or volley the food line, and then run away and do it elsewhere, and or like snipe villagers if you can with the normal attack. Sylvan Law, looks like here I see no speed increase. So Sylvan Law no longer gives you a speed increase. So this is no longer a fast grab, a must grab. This is just going to give you more hit points and more range. That's actually still a big deal though. So I wouldn't be foregoing this if you are going Centaur, but definitely delay it. Spirited Charge here. We're getting cavalry speed and centaur speed. So spirited charge is where the speed goes to. So what you need to do is you need to get a stable and then get spirited charge really early to get that extra speed onto your centaurs. Really, really cool there. Okay, winged messenger. This one is cool. So you remember that relic? Hermes grants you a respawning. Yeah. So you remember that relic that gets you a respawning Pegasus? This just gives you that for a cost. So it's got a pretty standard cost here, 50 gold, 3 favor. And this gives you basically Odin map packs. I think this is going to be a really, really good tech to grab straight away in a game, especially with how important it seems scouting is going to be. Okay, moving on. We've got Ares here. Ares, you get Pestilence here. Pestilence now prevents the firing of projectiles from buildings and doesn't stop unit production, but slows unit production. So very, very different. This is bonkers. I think that that what we're going to see with this is you're just going to use Pestilence on your opponent's base. You're going to run in with Cyclops, You're going to run in with Achilles, and you're going to run in with Ajax, or you're going to run in with Atlanta and Theseus as Hades and Poseidon, respectively. You're just going to click that Pestilence there, and you're just going to have free reign on your opponent's base for a whole minute in the early game with this gigantic Cyclops unit that is so hard to kill. This is going to be a really, really strong. I would be surprised to see people not abusing this very quickly. Cyclops here, 175 food, 18 favor. I heard somewhere that it doesn't one hit. I haven't seen this unit really do anything just yet, but pretty sure it doesn't one hit the unit it throws, but still gets the splash damage from that. You get the Phobos' Spear of Panic. And this is where we start learning about this divine damage. So I believe divine damage is inflicting it's basically just pierce damage. I think. Thank you for the rating party, AOL Iron Maiden. Hope your stream went well. I believe the Phobos' Spear, I believe divine damage is basically just pure damage, or whatever true damage is the more like commonly known term for it. I think that's what that is. Will of Kronos here. This is going to be increasing our Cyclops, and this is quite expansive, to be honest, for what it's doing. It gives melee attack damage area, so it's giving the Cyclops AoE damage. Oh no, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Because if you've got, say, 2 units around the Cyclops, now I'm attacking twice with my swing. If I've got 3 units, I'm attacking 3 times. That's insane. No, that's got to be busted. Okay, we've got to abuse Will of Kronos. All right, we've got to abuse this. I think you build like 2 or 3 Cyclops, you get Will of Kronos, and that's like I've got an army of Cyclops just going to town on everything. I think you even just turn off the throw damage, the throw special as well, and you start swinging. Oh, it's not 100% damage. It's much less. Okay. All right. I'm gonna calm down. All right. Enyo's Bow of Horror. This one. What does this do? Range attack damage, all types, plus 10%. Adds 15 speed to what? Causes arrows to fly incredibly quickly. Okay, so hang on, what does that mean? Does it? So the arrow just reaches its target faster. I don't believe this means that the arrows are shooting faster. I believe it travels through the air faster, which probably makes it harder to dodge, is maybe the idea. Not sure. I have to test that one out. All right. Deimos' Sword of Dread. Ares lends Hephaestus and Sword of Dread, increasing their attack and enabling them an age earlier. Hephaestus, melee attack damage, all types, plus 15%, and you get the Hephaestus enabled. So you can go Ares, and you can like be playing against like a Norse player, and now you're not stuck there dealing against like heroic age Norse with your classical age Greek. You can just get Deimos' Sword of Dread, have Hephaestus, and now the mass infantry army that Norse player might want to be building can get countered really, really hard. That's really, really cool. Okay, we can jump into the heroic age now. We got Apollo, Underworld, still the same. Manticore here. This unit does AoE damage with its special. It's still very expensive, 300 wood, 25 favor. So have to wait and see how this one's going to go, whether or not you want to build it. But moving on, we've got the Oracle here. What does player reveal enemy UI? This sounds like some map hacks. Hang on, let me see what this says. Apollo increases unit and building line of sight and allows you to see what enemy buildings are training researching when you select them. Is that busted? Is that busted? Is that just map hacks? Is that map hacks? I have to see what that actually does. That's crazy. I don't know if that's actually busted or not. Like spies in age 3. Okay. I don't know what spies in age 3 is, but let's put the going down on that one. All right. Next one, we got the Temple of Healing. Enables the hit. Yep, this is the same. We got Sun Ray here. Just more damage for your archers. And we got the Anastrophe upgrade here for our Navy, which allows... Oh, it slows enemy units. That's actually really, really cool. It's quite cheap as well. I wonder if there's going to be a world where you go for a fast heroic, your opponent builds a whole bunch of like siege ships to kill your docks off, but that allows you to build a whole bunch of these anastrophe ramming galleys, and you actually just go and completely demolish your opponent. Maybe. No idea. It might be terrible. I've got no idea. Okay, bronze here. This now affects myth units. This is something that we did see in the pre-release footage that they were showing off. You get Hydra here. The Hydra gets all its heads. Really, really cool. Chthonic Rites. Hydra gets regeneration. This is cool. This is really cool. Now I get my 5-headed Hydra. I just wander away, re-heal my bad boy, get him back into the fight. 5-headed Hydra with full HP. Oh, that's going to be so good. All right. Dionysia. Okay. Or Dionysia, maybe. I don't know how to speak Greek. It's fine. Units 5, this is exactly the same, a little bit cheaper. Thracian Horses is going to be, no longer giving HP, but giving regenerates hit points. 20% of damage from all actions towards unit regenerates hit points. That's lifesteal, right? That's got to be lifesteal. I'm not sure how good that is. Does it regenerate it as the damage, or is it over time? I think it's going to be giving it as you damage it. So that it could be like impossible to kill the cavalry. Okay. And we've got Aphrodite here. We've got Curse. This is pretty much the same. Converts a whole bunch of units of your opponent. Enemy soldiers. So there you go. Nemean Lion here. This Roar stuns enemy units. That's what we've seen so far. It stuns enemy units. This is going to be a bonkers strong unit. Any amount of stun in this game is taking off DPS, which means that you have less effective DPS than me. I'm going to win the fight. That's generally how it works. HP and DPS is kind of the two factors to work out who wins fights from a mathematical standpoint, and just stunning them is taking that DPS down. That's going to be huge. Golden Apples looks like it's the same. Divine Blood looks like it's the same. Roar of Orthus, damage area 100%. Oh, that's expensive for that, but that's also, I was saying, this is also really good. The special ability is really good, but that's expensive. I'm not sure if this one's going to be worth grabbing or not, just from looking at it. But 100% bonus damage area means more units get stunned, which means more DPS reduction, which means better, right? Wow, thank you for the 5 subs there, Reinhardt. Appreciate you. And you get the Argonauts here as well. This one gives you the Argo. Yes! Do you get the Argo as you research it? I think you do. And you enables the Argo to be built as well. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so we're moving into the Mythic Age right now. We've got the Plenty Vault. This is the same. I have seen people asking in chat about this one. I think it costs a ton of favor to get more than one, and it doubles or something. So getting like a ton of these out is going to be fairly unrealistic in a competitive game. But you could definitely do this against the AI and just have some fun. So yeah, you could get a lot of Plenty Vaults out. The Colossus is more expensive. Wow, 350 gold, 35 favor. This has got to be a tough unit to kill them with that much cost. Hand of Talos here, that's the same. Shoulder of Talos, that's the same. They both actually do exactly the same thing, boosting the Colossus's hit points. Forge of Olympus, 200 gold, 20 favor, 5-second research time. That's insane. And it's 60%. I think that's even more than on the Titans. My God. Okay. So as soon as you hit the Mythic Age, you need to have your armories up, because 5 seconds pass, you get all your armory upgrades out in a jiffy. Oh, my cam is blocking. I'm so sorry. Let me just get rid of my cam. That's probably the better call here, right? Okay. Let's just get rid of the cam. All right. So yeah, so Forge of Olympus is insane. This is obviously going to be... You got no timing here now against the Physis. Physis hits, they're going to have their armory upgrades out in like 2 minutes. Okay, Olympian weapons here gives... Hang on, let's see. This is a bit odd. I kind of wish that I could scroll down a bit, but I can't see the bottom of this thing. Okay, so it gives attack bonus, and it's improving them against myth units. Okay, so now, oh, okay, I see what this is. I see what this is. I think this is Beast Slayer combined with that whatever the unique tech is um, from the Titans. I think it's combined. So this is going to be really good because now you can make your unique unit to kill off enemy myth units. All right, Hera, Lightning Storm. Pretty sure this is the same. Medusa, this is... What does most units at range mean? That sounds like the Medusa doesn't one-hit everything. Have to actually see what that does in practice. Okay. Argive Patronage. Hera's favor causes your fortresses to periodically spawn Myrmidons for free. That's insane. That's really expensive. Don't get me wrong. That's expensive. 40 favor, 600 resources. If I've got 5 fortresses up and then I get this, does all of my fortresses start producing Myrmidons for free? That could be really good. It could be. I would definitely expect people to slam down a bunch of fortresses, go Hera, Lightning Storm, get this tech, and then just sit back and enjoy free stuff. All right. Face of Gorgon. More range, turn enemies to stone more often. Okay. So it looks like we can actually get more chance onto that. And Monstrous Rage here looks like it's basically the same. More speed, more damage. Seems good for our myth units. I wonder if this affects the Titan still. Because that was one of the big things in the Titans, is that this tech kind of gave Zeus some really good strength and a fast Titan sort of idea. All right, onwards and upwards. I've got Artemis, Earthquake the same. Chimera looks a little bit more expensive. 350 food. I believe it was 300 food. Flames of Typhon. Can't really see what's going on this here, but it... More attack, special ability attack. It's just more attack for the Chimera. So I imagine, how much does it cost? 320. It's 40% boost. So I would say after 3 Chimera, get Flames of Typhon, is my guess. Shafts of Plague. Poison damage for your archers. Oh god, that seems disgusting. 0.25 divine damage over time. For how many seconds? Looks like it's 5 seconds. I can't see it. That's like 1.25 damage per shot extra that's going in. There's going to be a lot of overkill, though. Don't know how effective this is going to be. And we got Beast Slayer here. Oh, and Beast Slayer is still here, which is... Okay, Beast Slayer is giving your heroes bonus damage, so your hero is going to be a little bit more effective. That's really cool. So the late game, there's a way for the Greek players to get a little bit more. All right, let's check out the actual Greek thing here. We get a build limit of 100 villagers for 50 food. Let's just go down here. Looks like Masons is basically the same. Architects is basically the same. Odysseus in the Heroic Age. Fortified Town Centers. Bellerophon is the same. Siege of the Titans looks like it's the same. Wonder is very expensive. Takes a ton of time to build. And the Titan Gate takes 1350 seconds to build. That's a while. I wonder how much extra villages is going to help get that one out. All right. So upgrades, 10%, 10%. That's the same. Bowsaw, 15%. Okay, so Bowsaw and Shaft Mine are getting you more bonus here. So this is these are going to be much better than on the Titans because you're getting more for it. So definitely want to get your third tier upgrades or second tier upgrades as soon as you can. And Carpenters, okay, so these are also 20%. So upgrades, I think economic upgrades are going to be a really, really big deal. Husbandry, 10% for your herdables only. I believe that's the same, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay. Hunting equipment. This is a new technology. This is basically hunting dogs, I think. But you only get 10% extra food from your hunt. That's nothing. That's really not that much, but you do get an extra 25 villager HP and also more damage. So this is probably a must grab when you hit the Heroic Age as well, just to protect your villagers. Irrigation is the same, only 10%. So it looks like the farming upgrades are all only 10%. So they're the same. You can kind of think about them logically the same there. All right, so we get the Trireme, the Pentaconta, Heroic Fleet, Juggernaut, and Closed Deck. Wait, did you get this in the... I don't think that's right. I think this should be in the Heroic Age, because that came from a Heroic Age dude. Okay, so maybe this tech tree is not 100% accurate. So you get all the boats early. Everyone gets a Skylar, it seems. Everyone gets a Skylar, and you get this Chthonic Rites here. And we get the Karkanos here does everyone get the Karkanos, or is it just Zeus? Okay, everyone gets the Karkanos as well. That's kind of cool in the Mythic Age. All right, it looks like Persine has been pushed back into the Heroic Age, as well as the other upgrades there as well. I don't think I mentioned that. And it's the same. Okay, cool. Don't have to remember all too much. Walls. Oh, Stone Walls is... Wait, Stone Walls is 100%. That's the same, right? I think that's the same, because 100% extra HP, it was 300 HP. I can't remember. I think this is similar. Fortified Walls is another 100%. This might be weaker, actually. I'm not 100% sure. Does anyone know? Someone can tell me in the chat. Okay. All right, we've done all of these already. I probably could just go through the tech tree like this ways anyways. This probably be a better way to do it. Okay, towers. Watchtowers just enables the attack. How much damage do they do? Doesn't want to tell me. Guard towers. That's still pretty good. Boiling oil's pretty good. Okay, crenellations. 0.25 to ranged attack damage bonus against the cavalry. That's a significant nerf to this, right? Because isn't it 100% bonus damage on... I think that's the case. I think crenellations, I think that means the cavalry won't fall off in the late game. That's my guess. This also doesn't give you 100% track rating anymore. Okay. All right, we got medium infantry here. That's the same, extra 10%. Heavy infantry. Oh, this gives 15% hit points and 20% melee attack damage. And we've got champion 20%, 30%. Wow. I think that changes all the armory calculations. Basically, line upgrades. I think that means line upgrades are just clear and cut. You just want to get line upgrades. So fundamentals, guys. Fundamentals. We're going to follow them, all right? All right, moving on. I got the archers. That's 10%. That's 20%. That's 30%. Wow, okay. Yeah. The HP didn't go up, but the damage did. Okay, so that's that. 10%. And the okay, so the melee damages are getting a little bit extra HP. The ranged units don't, but they all get the extra bonus damage. So your line upgrades are going to be really, really key here, I think. The fundamentals still apply, unless we've got different armory upgrades here. So 10%. They're cheaper! Copper weapons, copper shields, they're cheaper. We're going to have to do some math on that. Wait, hang on. No, they're not. That's the same. Okay, so copper line is cheaper. Bronze line is the same. Iron? And iron line is the same as well. Okay. I'm not going to do the math now. I'm pretty sure these upgrades are cheap enough to grab early. Okay. Tax collectors. That's the same. Ambassadors. That's the same. Coinage. That's the same. All these guys. Oh, engineers here. I think that's the same, or at least really similar. Gives range, gives damage, must grab tech, gives speed. Okay, fantastic. Let's move on to Egyptians. My God, this is going on for a while. All right. So Ra, Rain, Skin of the Rhino. That's the same. Good. Isis. Wait, we got to go for the things. Priest, Skin and Power. 75% Pharaohs and drop offs. 20%. Okay, so Ra no longer gets bonus HP, it seems. He gets bonus, not HP, bonus, no bonus HP, no bonus speed, but gets bonus damage on his camel riders, chariot archers, and war elephants. Okay. I like that. That's cool. All right. Monument costs are going to be reduced with more hit points. Monuments and power nearby buildings, 20 range. This one is huge for Ra. Okay. Let's move across to Isis. So Isis is getting prosperity. It's the same. Flow of the Nile. That's a significant boost, I think. 1 to food trickle. That's really, really strong. Okay, must grab that with Isis super early. Okay, that's an extra villager on food. for 150 gold, 5 favor. Is it in the town center or is it in the granary? It's in the granary. Okay, so you have to grab that early. I'm not sure what we're talking about in the chat at the moment, but let's continue. Well, okay, so monuments still shield against god powers. Okay, if you empower the monuments, they heal nearby units. I think that, I'm not even sure if this is good or not. But it does generate the favor 100% faster. I think if you're on the defense and someone's fighting you underneath, say, or trying to like push you underneath your Migdol and you've got a monument next to it, you can get the Pharaoh to empower that monument and defend on that position. Seems like a good use of that because that's going to heal all your units while you're fighting, getting some passive regen while the fight goes on, which could be better than the Pharaoh actually engaging in the fight with DPS. Not 100% sure. Have to do some testing. Upgrades cost minus 10% is the same. Obelisks cost less gold and are built faster is the same. Upgrades provide 0.33% hit points to human soldiers. I noticed this before. This is potentially really big because a unit can have like, it has all its line upgrades, that's 3. It's got all its armory upgrades, that's 9. And then it's got all of its like extra upgrades as well. So 12 times 0.33, that's a decent amount of bonus HP to come onto an already really high HP Egyptian kind of units. So this could make ISIS one of the powerhouses for the late game. Set, we get Vision, Clairvoyance. What is this? This is different. No more Feral. Where's my Feral? Okay. Vision total favor cost 0. We're getting ourselves map hacks. All right. That's crazy. All right. Pharaohs can summon animals of Set. Priests can convert wild animals, but converted animals lose 25% of the food. 5% spearmen, axemen, and slinger speed. Barracks, siege works, and Migdol strongholds cost 25% gold. Wait, 5% spearmen, axemen, and slinger speed. That's different because it's not a slinger only bonus. Okay. Barracks, siege, and everything. All of the military buildings costing less gold is kind of a huge boost for Set as well. And the monuments are going to be reducing the barracks and Migdol strongholds by 5%. That's huge. Okay. Moving on. Let's come into here. So Bast, Eclipse, same, giving you monument favor and boosting your stuff. The Sphinx costing gold instead of food. Okay. That's actually huge. But it is a slight nerf, I think, to Ra, because Ra has always got excess food, doesn't have excess gold. So it's a bit of a weird one. I think if you're going to go for Sphinx as Ra, you want to delay those farms as much as possible. Get a lot of villagers on gold and enjoy that. Okay, Sacred Cats. Holy Sacred Cats. It's only 5% for farms, but it gives you your hunt bonus, gives you your hurdle bonus, gives you berry bush bonus. And it's really cheap. This is like an immediate upgrade, I think. You grab this as soon as you hit the classical age. Okay. Adds of wet is the same. Curious, this is the same. Okay, so your Sphinx just gets stronger with those two. So if you're going to go mass Sphinx, buy those upgrades and go raiding your opponent. All right, so Tar here, Shifting Sands, only works on your allied units. You can no longer take enemy units away. So really, really cool there. Wadget still costing wood and favor. Spits venom. I think that means it's got poison, which means it does damage over time. And that's what I've been seeing from the gameplay so far. Scalloped Axe is 15% melee attack damage. We've got the leather frame cost. Pierce attacks is reduced to 15%. We've got the electron bullets with an extra 15%. We've got the Shadoof. Yes, all of this is the same. It's all just cheaper. And the Shadoof is 100 wood, so it's down from 150 wood. Okay, let's check out the Anubis here. So Plague of Serpents. I think Plague of Serpents are no longer myth units. I checked that out before, and the villagers can shoot them with arrows. So I think they're technically classed as animals. I think that's what they are. I'm not 100% sure. Anubites here, 100 food, they're the same, but you can now jump with them manually. It's really, really cool. Feet of the Jackal here, just boosts your Anubites the same way. Serpent Spear. This is kind of huge. 0.13 divine damage. You can over time, you can shank, run with your speedy Set spearmen. Necropolis here. This is the same. Okay. Onwards and upwards. Okay, we've got Sobek with the Locust Swarm. I've seen this one. It's different. You control the Locust. It goes the way you click it on from the God Power. So you can very, very easily dodge Locust now. I think that this tech, or this God Power, you don't want to use it by itself. You want to use it with a whole bunch of raiding units. So you kill everything off with a big raid in the mid game rather than straight as you hit a fast heroic. I think that's the secret to this tech here. The Rock has been neutered. This is terrible. I watched a game of Chemo trying to use it. It has to land. You have to garrison the units. It has to lift off to let the units off. It has to land. You have to drop the unit off, and then you have to pick it up. So if you want to leave the Rock there, your enemy hero is going to come and kill it. Happy days. The one thing is that the Rock does dodge the hero's special attack, which is that every Greek hero can shoot up at the moment. And it seems like the Rock can dodge that one there. But that might be something for ballistics here. I realize I didn't go over ballistics. We'll go after it after this one. Remind me. All right, Patsukos here. This looks like it's the same. Magi. This is a little bit different. I think it's the same idea. We'll have to go over the This is weird. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, it's exactly the same. It just improves the mercenary's lifespan. Okay. Crocodilopolis here, extra 6 ranged attack. Sun-Dried Mudbrick here, giving hit points, gold cost, build time. This is exactly the same, but you get bonus build time on this tech. This is actually really, really improved. I think maybe you get less, no, maybe you get more off. I think this is just boosted. All right, Solar Bark. Barq? I don't know. What is this? You get an extra sea snake. Holy! You can summon sea snakes next to your archer ships. It takes 500 seconds to recharge though. Is that for all of them or is that just for one cabinet? If that's for... That could be really strong. I have to wait and see. I've got no idea. Okay, Citadel is the same. Gives you 10 population. Costs a little bit of favor. So if you can save up for it, you can get yourself 2 Citadels. Going to have 20 extra favor over your opponent. That's enough to like give you a significant edge in the game. Scarab here, 300 food, 18 favor. You got the Bone Bow, adding extra 4 range. That's the same. Slingers, this is basically the same. I think it's a little bit of a boost with a little bit cheaper. Crimson Linen here, 20% damage, regen. Oh, it gives regen to your myth units and the scarabs. Okay, so this is just a must grab if you're building a whole bunch of myth units. Keep them alive. That being said, though, Egyptians do have healing inbuilt, so maybe it's not that useful. Okay, so Force of the West Wind here. You can get the catapult in Age early. You get the catapult in the Heroic Age. That's kind of huge. That's kind of huge. No need to go to the Mythic Age. Just get this tech. That's cheap as well. 150 gold, 25 favor. All right, Osiris here. Son of Osiris seems like it's the same. Mummy. Can curse enemy units, converts into minions if they fall. What is that? Okay, so I think that mummies don't one-hit units anymore. I think that's what that means. Maybe they sometimes one-hit units and then they convert minions if they do. Not sure. Have to see what that does in action. All right. Desert Wind. Melee attack damage. This is the same for your cavalry. This is the same, getting yourself an extra pharaoh. This is the same, making your mummies a little bit stronger. Okay, tornado is the same. We did see a clip of the Avengers. You can move them while they spin. It's really, really cool. This is going to be an obnoxious unit to deal with. Axe of Vengeance here with the 2 extra melee attack damage. You've got the Spear of Horus here, giving bonus damage for your spearmen. You got the Greatest of 50 here, giving you extra hit points. So everything is the same where that's concerned. And then finally, we've got Isis with the Thoth. Phoenix are basically the same. You get Valley of the Kings. This tech is busted. This is one of the the techs that I saw and I was like, this is absolutely insane. This gives you a double train rate in your Migdol stronghold. If you empower it with your pharaoh for while you're building in the unit, you can get an elephant for free. So an elephant We'll move over to it afterwards. It probably builds at like 10 seconds or something with the empowerment from the Pharaoh. It probably builds at like 7 or 6 seconds. So you're getting like an extra, I don't know, nearly 250 resources every 6 seconds. That's gigantic. That's so huge. This is such a strong tech. Book of Thoth, I think this is the same, but I think it gives you bonus on huntables as well. It just gives you on everything. Tasks of Epidemic no longer gives bonus HP to the elephants, but it does give food cost reduction. Okay. And damage. All right, so let's jump into this tech tree here. I'm imagining everything is exactly the same here, so I don't have to go through this. Do we see anything? We get the war turtle. We get the Leviathan. Not seeing anything. All the monuments. All right, let's talk about ballistics. Where is it? Where is ballistics? Am I blind? Is there no ballistics here? I've seen it in the armory. I literally saw it there. Does Egyptians not get ballistics? There it is. Okay. Maybe Egyptians don't get ballistics. Am I blind? We'll have to check that out in game. Okay. So ballistics sets track rating to 99. So basically the way that it works is right now, before ballistics, the unit shoots where the target is my understanding of it. After ballistics, the unit shoots where the unit is going to be when it would hit. So pre-ballistics, you can just move the unit and dodge the arrow. Post-ballistics, you have to wait for the unit to be in the air and then move back the other way. The Age of Empires 2 players are really good at this. It's very much Age of Empires 2 mechanic, but it's going to take some time to get used to this, I think, and very, very challenging. Ballistics and bone bow, yeah, I think it's going to be really strong. Okay, let's go on to Norse. All right. So Dwarven Mine, Hammer of Thunder. So Dwarven Mine gets better as you go through the ages. This is going to be something you probably want to hold off on using early because you get more gold later from it. If you can hold off on it, you should hold off on it. Is going to be my mantra. This is something that was my mantra before this came in, so it's even more my mantra now. I think it's going to be really big to just use it in the classical age and get yourself a really big boost of gold coming in, huge economy, and all the other good stuff that comes from that. Hammer of Thunder makes your Hersur stronger and makes them gather a little bit more favor. Okay. That is what it is. All right, so let's look at these bonuses. So start with dwarves instead of gatherers. Cost less than 10 gold. It's the same. Gathers 25% faster. I believe this means that the dwarves gather exactly the same speed as... they gather exactly the same speed as normal gatherers. So you can very much have your dwarves on wood or on food, and it's totally fine. I think that's what that means. Dwarven Armory can be built and research upgrades in any age, so that's the same. You receive a free dwarf for each Dwarven Armory upgrade research. I think this is going to be the cool part of Thor. I looked at this when I was looking over the build orders, and I just could not think of how to do it fast enough, so I just skipped it and just went with a really standard build order for everyone to use. But I think that you can get yourself, if you can get yourself out even just one armory upgrade early, not only do you have that armory upgrade for the game, but you also get an extra villager up on your opponent, which pays for the upgrade. So the earlier you can get this out, the better, I think is going to be the mantra for Thor. Okay. All right, so Odin gets Great Hunt. Great Hunt looks like it gets better as age, just like the Dwarven Mine does. So you want to hold off on using this. Don't use it in the starting age. Same with Poseidon. Okay, Hamask. Berserks for every 1% HP missing, modify their speed by 0.25% and gives you more bonus damage. This is huge. This tech is gigantic because the Berserks are going to, as they die, they just get more damage. Every 1% HP missing? So if they're at like 10% HP, they get an extra 90% damage. I'm not sure what that means. That sounds busted to all hell. That might need to be... If I'm thinking about this one correctly, I think this is absolutely disgusting. I think Odin might be the strongest god right now. Just make Berserk, get this tech, and win the game. Okay, you get Great Hall units have got 10% extra hit points and generate 10% extra favor. So instead of the Hill Fort getting extra favor, it's now the Great Hall. Interesting. Gatherers and dwarves gather 10% faster from food sources, not including farms, I think that's what that means. 2 ravens, scouts, spawn. Okay. Yeah, so everything is basically the same here, except Great Hall instead of Hill Fort. All right. Loki. Loki gets Spy. Gets Eyes in the Forest. What does this do? Loki causes nearby units in Mother Nature, such as trees and animals, to temporarily grant you vision. Temporary map hacks. 25% bonus damage at 1%. Oh, okay. That's actually not that big of a deal. Never mind. Might not be that busted. This sounds like temporary map hacks to me. So this is a must-grab tech if you're playing Loki. Eyes in the Forest. I'm not sure how it works, but it sounds like temporary map hacks. So be careful when you're playing against Loki, as always. Damaging enemy units can spawn myth units. So you get 10% for human soldiers, 50% for damage for Hersers. So Herser is you're still gonna want to build the Hersers, but you're not gonna feel so bad about building raiding cavalry, throwing axemen, berserks, or whatever. Human soldiers and heroes inflict 25% bonus damage. Wait. This means inflict plus 25% bonus damage. I think what this means is in the bonus damage category, they're doing an extra 25% bonus. I think that's what that means. So a Herser gets an extra 25% versus myth units. A Throw an Axeman gets a 25% bonus versus infantry. I think that's what that means. Okay. Buildings can construct 25% faster. Transforming gatherers and dwarves into berserks costs -10 food and -10 gold. So very, very different here for Loki. I think he's going to play a little bit different than on the Titans. Okay, so now let's look at the gods. Okay, we've got ourselves Freya, Forest Fire is standard, Valkyrie looks like it's standard, Disablot. This is Shield Maiden Valkyrie, Aurora Borealis from the Titans. I think it's exactly the same. Thundering Hooves looks like it's exactly the same as well. Okay, now we've got a new tech, Sesrumnir. This one gives our heroes an extra 15% HP. So that's going to help our Herser out if we need to build them. Interesting that that's how that works. Okay, Healing Spring is the same. Troll gets a special ability. I've heard it. It throws the rock, boom, goes out like this. All those units are going flying. So really, really strong there. Hall of Thanes here now gives infantry speed plus 10% and hero speed plus 5%. Wait, does that mean... Because the Herser are technically hero infantry, maybe they're not anymore. Does that mean that the heroes are getting 15? That Herser gets 15% with this, or is it just 5%? At any rate, Hall of Thanes is going to really boost your berserks and things like that as well. So this is really cool. So this is kind of like that tech that Odin had, but it's thrown into Hall of Thanes. 15% to Rag heroes as well. My God. Okay, well, I don't want to play against Ragnarok. We don't talk about Ragnarok. We haven't got there yet. Dwarven breastplates giving Herdmen and Berserks an extra 20% hack armor. That tech is huge now because it was 10% in the Titans, right? Okay, Cave Troll here adds 1 charged range attack damage. Okay, so this is just getting more damage for the Cave Trolls on the charged attack, which could be a really big thing. And we've got Heimdall here. Undermine kills every... That looks like large... Okay, I think this does the same thing. Einherjar now, not Einherjar. Einherjar is looking like it's the same. Gjallarhorn. I'm not sure how different this is, but it does increase the boost effect duration of the horn being blown, which is obviously a huge boost. So you definitely want to get this tech. It's going to be something you get if you're doing a Heimdall rush. Safeguard here. Sentry Tower hit points plus 25%. Hit points. Yeah, that's basically the same. Riggs Fuller. This is a new tech. I have not seen this one. Okay, building, training, and research work rate plus 20%. What? That's everything. Everything trains and research is 20% faster. That's so cheap. 150 gold, 20 favor. 20 seconds to research as well. What is this? That affects villages as well, right? Hold on. That's got to be in the town center only. Surely. That's busted. Can I move over? Where is it? It doesn't exist. I don't know where it is. Does anyone see it? I don't see it. Okay. Third top left. You mean this? No, that's not, that doesn't tell me. The town center is this, right? We got safeguard, we got masons. I don't see left of Ville. No, that's not there. It's in the town center? Okay, set OP says it's in the town center. But it doesn't say it's in the town center. Okay, I think this is just a little bit bugged. Or not 100% complete. Anyways. Let's continue. If this is in the town center, that does take away villager training time. So it will take time to pay itself off. But I feel like if you somehow do like a Heimdall fast second town center, play defensive here, get Rigsthula, you could have 2 town centers. Boosting your work rate by 20% would be like having 2.4 town centers. I'm not sure how the math works on that, but that could be insane. Moving on. We've already taken ages on this. Okay. Skadi, Frost. I haven't seen this yet, but I'm imagining it's the same. It just freezes everyone. Okay. Frost Giant freezes everything. Rhyme looks like it's the same. Huntress Axe sets track rating to 99. Never misses. Oh. What's the difference between this and ballistics? I have to test that one out. Okay. Winter Harvest. Extra food income. Fantastic. Wait. That says huntable. Oh, you can't hurt units on the frost. Wow. Surely that was to be expected, right? Frost was busted. Okay, fantastic. This gives you huntable increase as well. It's only 100 food. This winter harvest is busted. Okay, Arctic winds slows down and potentially even freezes enemy units. Okay, so this is another one of those like fast heroic into mass hammership kind of text to like overwhelm your opponent on the water type strategies. I'm not sure if it's going to be effective or not, but we'll have to wait and see. So Bragi, Flaming Weapons does the same as before. Battle Board does the same as before. Call of Valhalla returns 1 favor on death. Holy, this is cool. You can get extra favor from your berserks. Okay. Thurzad's Rune does the same. Or gives a regenerate to your myth units. That's big. Okay. Swinerate. Okay, this no longer affects the berserks. It's going into your herdman. Okay, that's the new unit. Long Serpent. Bragi blesses your longboats, causing them to become bigger, stronger, and fire more arrows as they damage enemy units. That's cool, but wait, if you're firing more arrows, they shoot 3. So if it goes to 4, what is that in terms of DPS increase? It's like an extra 25% or something, right? Or an extra 33% damage. Is that right? My God. Okay. And then we move over here to Walking Woods, to Njord. Walking Woods, we've got the Mountain Giant. Looks very similar. We got Ring Giver, gives HP and gives bonus versus myth units for the Jarl, so very similar. Vikings gives you an extra... Wait, what is this? 10 gold to raiding cavalry bounty earning reward. Njord causes raiding cavalry to produce gold in addition to favor when fighting. Wow! I think so every single unit you kill with a raiding cavalry or the damage, however that works, is now giving you 10 gold. So the raiding cavalry can now get gold as they fight. That's kind of cool. All right, Jotuns here is going to be boosting our mountain giants. We finally get that tech. Wonderful. You get hit points, melee attack damage, ability recharge time, speed. Wait, it gives you hit points? Hang on. I don't want to jump the gun here. I'm already thinking about really busted combinations. Okay. Wrath of the Deep, hit points plus 40%, and ability time. So it's just boosting your Kraken. It's not the biggest of deal. Okay, now let's go to the Mythic Age. All right, we can stay on Odin. Ragnarok is still in the game. Does it do everything? Permanently transforms all your gatherers and dwarves. Looks like we're still going to get some rage clips of me losing to Ragnarok. It just is what it is. Fire Giant looks the same. Sons of Slipnir here, 10%. This is the same, getting yourself bonus damage for your cavalry against ranged soldiers. Dwarven Augur. Oh, this one gives an extra 10% speed. This one gives an extra 10% speed to your rams. So they're going to move faster. That's actually really, really important because they have like less HP than the other rams and they're a little bit slow. So if they get that extra speed, they can get in and get like side raids and things like that. This is going to be a really good tech to grab, I think. Fimbulwinter looks like it's the same. Okay. Fenris Wolves looks like it's this. Oh, costs food. Fenris Wolf Brutes costs food and not gold. Very interesting. I think that's a pretty big nerf because gold is like super easy to get as Norse. Okay, no. Now Fimbulwinter is even more of a water tech. You know that like semi-fast mythic we kind of talk about that you do with Norse on like Midgard, for example. Now you do it, but you get all that extra food income from the fishing ships. You get your Medelva to defend, and then you can just spam out Fenris Wolf Brutes. Okay, boosted for water, nerfed for land. That's my call on that one. Berserker Gang. Okay, so this is the similar thing. This is lifesteal for your berserkers. I think that's actually. I'm not sure how good it is, but because considering like the other tech just gave HP, Berserker Gang in Tires just gives HP. I feel like this is even more of HP to actually get. We'll have to wait and see. And it looks like, yeah, this is the same. Oh, yeah, this is the same for Bravery. Make sure Huskar do some things. Okay. Nidhogg. Nidhogg has got a special ability. Swoops in. It's very cool. Not sure how good it is. But yeah, we'll see. Fire Giant, we've been through this. Frost Giant, we've been through this. Mountain Giant, we've been through this. Rampage is the same. And the Fist is still here. And it does affect Mountain Giants. With Loki, you can get Jotuns for plus 35%. And you can get Granite Blood for plus 20%. That's going to be busted. It's going to be absolutely busted. Check Fimbulwinter again. Target anywhere on the map to prevent enemies from garrisoning your buildings. There's no way. There's no way. You're just going to lose all your villagers. It's like immediately getting attacked 3 times on all 3 of your town centers at one instant, probably while you're fighting. Nah, I'm all right, whatever. We'll talk about it when someone abuses it against me. All right, what we were looking at. Okay, so yeah, so this is the big thing about Norse. The ox cart no longer comes in the town center. It actually can get built by your gatherers and your dwarves here, which does make a big difference. Other than that, there is another change here. Okay, so docks here as well. Where's the dock? The dock here, no, that's the same there. Okay, temple. Okay, something is weird here because, yeah, this is not quite correct because the house is 40 wood. The house is 40 wood and the temple is 120 wood. I know this because I built them. So I think that there is like a percent reduction or something across the board here for buildings for Norse. I could be wrong. I don't know. All right. Okay, so here's the big one. Great Hall is now available in the Classical Age. The Great Hall builds Herser, raiding cavalry, Godi, and Jarls. So that's that. The Longhouse builds Throw an Axeman, Herdman, Huskarl. He builds Huskarl? Isn't that busted? What is the Hill Fort build then? No, I'm pretty sure the Berserks are training out of the Longhouse. I'm like 95% sure the Berserks are training out of the Longhouse. Is that right? Oh, Huskarl and Berserks are the wrong way around. Okay, so Huskarls are out of the Hill Fort. Okay, so we'll just ignore what's here. And Berserks are out of the Longhouse. Okay, no worries. You get Herdman. These are counter cavalry units. Okay, I imagine Berserks are also good at like counter cavalry, kind of like maybe it's like a Catapultes Murmillo type thing. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to look at here. So Gatherers have got a build limit of 100, but Dwarfs have no build limit. Not sure how that works. Oh, the Norse hero. I missed that one. So you get the Godi. Yeah, so Godi gets this ranged hero out of the Great Hall. Okay. Moving on. The Atlanteans are grayed out here. Can we click on them? Oh, we can click on them. We can see them. Yes. Oh, let's go. We don't know what their special abilities are, what their unique bonuses are. We can figure out some stuff here. Deconstruction is still a thing. Temporal Chaos. What is this? Chronos increases the number of buildings that can be simultaneously time shifted and reduces the cost of time shifting defensive buildings. Adds 2 to maximum concurrent time shifts. Minus 50% time shift for palace. Wow, you can time shift more than one building at once. Time shift confirmed as well. Wow. Uranus, what does Uranus get? Shockwave. Still the same, I guess. It says just sends units flying. Safe passage. Increases the garrison capacity of sky passages? That's weird. Sky passage must be... That seems silly. That seems like really, really dumb tech. All right, whatever. We've got the Gaia Forest here. We've got the channels here. Channels unit movement speed on Lush plus 15%. So no longer just, oh, it's all your units. It's not just your villagers. Wow. Unit speed on Lush. We've got Zerg. Zerg is in Retold. We've got Zerg. Holy. Okay. Okay, so Valor, target one of your human units to convert it into a hero and heal it fully. Valor no longer heals 3 units. Oh, not heals. Valor's 3 units. It's just 1. It's just 1, but it heals the unit fully. That's crazy. All right. Prometheans. Still the same. Well, costs food, not costing gold. All right. Alluvial clay. Oh, it adds 1 to Promethean offspring spawning upon death. Okay. Basically the same, but a little bit of extra Promethean offspring shenanigans. Heart of the Titan here. Hero promotion, research, points, minus 50%. Wait, what does that mean? They must heroize differently. There must be like a technology or something to convert your heroes or something. Because that's research points. That's a technology. That's weird. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. Not sure what it means. Okay, Theft of File. Citizen Hero. Gather work rate Everything is gathering 20% faster if you're a citizen hero. That's kind of bonkers, right? Okay. Spider lair, targeted area, looks the same, I think. I'm going to guess it's the same. Automaton looks the same, still costs gold. That's very cheap favor cost. Hephaestus Revenge, that looks the same. Volcanic Forge, still giving human units extra pierce armor, so that's the same. Perception, Leto blesses your oracles and hero oracles, increasing their line of sight. Oracle line of sight plus 10%. Oracle 10% full capacity bonus for auto gather favor. Oracles gather favor? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see when we go over to the next part. Okay, let's see what the other god is. Okay, so we've got Oceanus, Carnivora, looks the same. Galadria, myth unit, heals allied units and slows down enemy units. Has no attack but can be attacked. Slows down enemy units. That's kind of cool. I wonder what it... okay. Galadria might not be useless. Even though it was OP on the Titans, just no one knew it. Okay, Servant looks like it's the same. Bite of the Shark. This is giving divine damage to Murmillos. And to Fanatics. I think this tech is huge. This tech is even better than it was. Okay, moving along. Weightless Mace. This gives speed now to your catapulties. That's huge because they need that speed to like keep up with the cavalry. It's really, really good. Okay, so Weightless Mace is huge. And it's cheap. That's only 100 resources. Frontline Heroics. Reduces the cost of promoting your infantry units to heroes. Okay, all right. Let's go over here. Chaos. Target a group of enemy units to make it temporarily hostile to all. Temporarily hostile. Oh! Chaos is very different then. Chaos is very different. Okay. Satyr. That looks the same. Gemini. Okay. Hero, that's just the same, I think. This is the same. Sons of Chaos. Hyperion converts all oracles to heroes and any newly trained oracles are heroes. Oracle hero sets favor cost to 0. Wow! You just get an army of oracles and you just go kill your opponent. Thanks for the Prime, King of Myths. Pioneer of the Skies. Siege Beams to shoot fireballs. Wow! That's cool! Fireballs! Yes! I wonder how good it is, though. It might just be a little bit memey and just, like, not very strong. We'll have to wait and see, but it does seem cool. All right, Trader. That's the same. Behemoth. That's the same. Horns of Consecration. Oh! Sound Centers do still gather favor. Oh, no. Enables auto-gather action. Okay, so town centers don't gather favor anymore automatically. You get Hordes of Consecration, and that enables the town centers to gather favor. Interesting. Okay. Or Orichalcum Male. It looks like it's the same, but it also affects Termers. Rhea's Gift. All technologies favor cost minus 100%, but more importantly, returns any favor that you have spent on previously researched ones. So you get all the favor back. So I get Theft of Fire, Heart of the Titans, Alluvial Clay, and I get Temporal Chaos 10, 10, 20, 30, 50 favor. And then I get this tech. I get it all back. So then I can get something else afterwards. Rhea's minions automatically repair any friendly naval units. Oh, you get healing at the dock just like in Age of Empires 4. Okay. And this one, we got the Hesperid's Tree. Oh, it heals friendly myth units now. Okay, but it's basically the same. Stymphalian Bird, basically the same. Dryad build limit of 5 is the same. Prophetic Sight. This is another thing increasing our oracles. Favor gather rate. Cavalry. Oh, cavalry cost reduction for Poseidon's Secret. Ooh, yeah, this is good. Buy this tech to counter the pre-siege of Egyptians. Hey, Lance of Stone. This no longer gives bonus damage versus buildings. It just improves the attack and range of your Contarius. Okay. And the Daughters of the Sea, this is just increasing your Nereid's damage. What is that upgrade for the Oracles? This one. It's just, oh! Map hacks! Oracle enables reveal enemy UI action. You get map hacks. Map hacks is in. I don't know. I actually have got no idea what that means. But it enables reveal enemy UI action. So whatever that, I'm pretty sure that's like, I'm pretty sure that allows you to see what they're building. Okay. Oh, it's not called Hecagigantes anymore. It's called Centimanus. But it's the same. Okay. Mirror Tower is the same. Oh, you can only build 5 of them though. Hail of the Sun looks like it's the same. Petrification. What is this? You gain extra hack armor while standing still. Interesting. Okay. Tainamachi, just making your Centimantis stronger. Okay. Implode. I think that's the same. Argus. Can attack with a blob of acid that instantly kills most opponents. Good against human soldiers. Woo! So it's instant kills still in the game. Okay. So Guardian of Io. Atlas upgrades Argyle to Guardians of Io, increasing their line of sight and rate. Okay. Devotees of Atlas. This is like a reference to 300. That picture. Fanatics. Oh. This is basically the Berserker thing, right? Yeah, this is basically Berserker thing. It's just getting more damage when they die. I think this is crazy. That's so cheap as well. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Okay, Titan Shield. Oh, this doesn't give you any more bonus to your town center anymore. Or your buildings. It just gives you bonus to your destroyers. Okay. Okay. Hecate, Tartarian Gate. Destroys any buildings. This is the same. Okay, Lampedes. Good against human soldiers. Can invoke chaos on units at range. Okay, it seems like the same. Asper Blood. Hecate allows your Lampedes to transform enemy human units into chickens. What? 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 Okay, Mythic Rejuvenation. 2. Okay, that's just the same. And Celerity, what does this do? Rate of fire, melee attack, rate of fire, speed. Just makes everything faster, myth unit wise. Alrighty, now we get to see what we really want to see. What does this cost? 85 food, 15 wood, 2 population, 25 second train time, 50 build limit. That's different. These are now 2 population, and you can build 50 of them. So now the Atlantean economy has 33% more villages? Wow. Okay. That's very different. I think this will really change build orders and things for Atlantean. You're going to have to really relearn Atlantean. Okay. That's fine. Other than that, I think there's no new buildings. Let's just check. You got the military barracks, counter barracks, armory, palace. That all looks the same. Temple. I wanted to see what the Oracle was. Oracle. Build limit 10. Scout whose line of sight grows when immobile. Cannot attack and generates favor. So okay, there we go. Oracles do generate favor. Town center no longer generates favor. This is the new way to get favor for the Atlanteans. I mean, it still says it's coming soon, so I would take everything right now that I've said with a bit of a grain of salt. I imagine they're probably still making some changes to this one, but they did give us a little sneak peek there, so very, very nice. If you guys have got any questions, I'll see if I can answer them in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.